have so much stuff that I don't need. A lot of you guys know that I've been on a journey this year to try to eliminate a lot of the things that I own, so I only have exactly what I need and my apartment will never be cluttered again. As you can tell, I never collect anything. So today I thought, what's a better way to use all of my extra stuff than to put it into slime? So that's exactly what we're about to do. Starting off with rocks. Now, I have a lot of rocks, as you guys know, and if you haven't seen my squishy videos, you guys actually might not know why. I like to put rocks in my squishies, okay? It's my fun little activity I've gotten into recently. Because my rock squishy was such a big hit, I thought, what would a rock slime look like? So today, I'm gonna start off by adding just a little bit of rock to my slime because I have a feeling that if I add too many rocks in here, the slime actually might fall apart. That's what we do not want to have happen right now. But what is our goal is a very cool, crunchy rock slime. Honestly, I think a rock slime would be way cooler than a rock squishy, so. Oh, we've lost our first and second soldier. Whoa, that was a very loud bubble. I guess that makes sense because there's actual rocks in here, but ASMR? So if you want to assess whether or not you've added too many rocks into your slime or anything into your slime, this is how you're gonna assess that. You're gonna pick up your slime, shake it. So I'm gonna say because the premise of this video is adding too many ingredients into our slime, we're gonna add a little bit more. Ooh, this rock is cool. I wonder where these rocks came from. Do they have families? We gotta sufficiently mix this in here, okay? Because if it's just sitting on top of the slime, nobody's gonna enjoy that, including me. I do think this is probably the first time I've ever made a rock slime before, which is kind of surprising because I feel like some slime shops actually sell this. Like they have little rocks or pebbles at the bottom of their slimes. I have zero affiliation with any slime company at all, so I wouldn't know. I feel like our slime is sufficiently mixed. Now it is time to give it another bubble test. I'm surprised how stretchy this still is after all of this. This is the loudest slime I've ever met. The ASMR of this slime is pretty top notch. This is way better than the rock squishy I made, and I actually am going to really enjoy playing with this slime. For adding too many ingredients into our first slime, I'm gonna give this slime an 8 out of 10 solid slime. Very solid considering it's full of rocks. On to the next one. Number 2, we have air dry clay. This is another one that I use for my squishies and I just have so much of it left over. What am I ever gonna do with all of this air dry clay? Like I said earlier, my goal for my whole life is to not waste things because there is adding items into slime in a wasteful way where you just throw the slime away after, and the only reason you even added that item into the slime is for something called rage bait. But on the other hand, there is experimental content where you're actually curious to see what kind of slime you're gonna create with what you're putting in there. And I already know that this air dry clay is going to change the texture of the slime. So in my mind, this is a win-win situation. I'm taking care of my air dry clay and I'm making a new slime texture. I'm pretty sure it's called butter slime, the one that has air dry clay in it. Or actually it's like a different kind of clay. I don't remember what it's called. As you guys know, I have many original characters that I have created throughout the years, like Tiggy Wiggy, Sprout, who is on this sticky roll bracelet. And because I love making original characters so much, I think that's what I'm gonna do real quick. Instead of recreating a character I've already made before, how about we make a brand new character right on the spot and you guys are gonna help me name it. We're gonna pick a random color. Please be a cute color. Oh, this is actually my favorite color. What are the chances of that? So we have a red character. Let's give him a cute little body. I really love air dry clay because it's like so easy to just like mold into whatever you want. His body is going to be this red ball. Let's add this color in next. This can be his feet. I don't know what I'm doing. I've never done this on the spot before. This looks like Kirby. Does it? No, it doesn't. I don't know what Kirby looks like. I'm gonna give him toes now. Yeah, toes. Okay, those are toes. Maybe he needs an upper body. Mix it around a little bit. Ooh, this is a really nice maroon color. I love this. Flop him on here. It's gonna give him a little face real quick. This looks like a clown a little bit. Actually, this looks just like the clown from Toy Story. That was not the goal. Be cuter. Wow. Now that is art. So this is my thing. It's clearly a thingy. What kind of animal do you think this is? Comment down below what you think we should name our new best friend and what sort of superpowers does he have. I think his superpower is probably being able to smell when people are about to die. I didn't come up with that, he said that. If you don't think that's a good superpower for him, comment down below something a little bit more, less terrifying. So the rest of this, I'm gonna have to find something else to do with it. So I'm just gonna, and here we have it. Our beautiful bowl of air dry clay slime. Isn't this appetizing in the least edible way possible? Oh, it is kind of cute. You know what? You are sort of cute and I like you. This is his domain, slowly consuming him as so many of us are consumed by our lives. Oh, this is not supposed to be disturbing. This is supposed to be cute. Don't you think this is cute? He's just slowly melting. Oof, just squished his head up. Okay, it feels really nice. Like the slime feels a lot thicker right off the bat. Ooh, mixing it together is so pretty. I actually love the way that this looks. Look at that, you can sort of see his torso. Cute! Wow, it's like a beautiful mixture of colors. This one is way prettier than the last one, I'll be honest. But it is a lot harder to mix together. Wow, look at that, it looks like modern art. I could frame this. Imagine if I just flatten this out, put it on a wall. That would actually be sick. I am gonna do a video maybe next of me mixing together all of my slimes. So just like I did with my squishy video, all of these slimes that I'm making are going to be reused once again. If you can see a pattern, every video I do, I tend to reuse the items for it in my next video. So called recycling. So if you guys want to watch me reuse all of this slime in my next video, like this video and let me know down below so I can be sure that you guys actually want to see that video. Honestly, air dry clay and slime is like solid, awesome, 10 out of 10. It looks like the Grand Canyon, but like colorful. I like the way that it looks not fully mixed together, and it will get fully mixed together when I add it to all my other slimes, but like this looks so cool just on its own. Anyways, I think I'm gonna leave this one slightly unmixed, so in the next video, it will still be beautiful when I mix it with all my other slimes. Wow, this is so pretty. This literally looks like art. Oh, that wasn't a very good bubble. That ASMR was a little bit subpar. AS subpar, perhaps. I'm gonna take this down from a 10 out of 10 to a 9. A 9. So that's still pretty good. This is still an awesome slime and I'm excited to use it in my next video. Not the best ASMR, but let's see how the next one holds up. Next, we have stress cubes. And yes, I have used these in a video before. How did you know? Oh my God. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do with these. Am I going to just put them in the slime just like this? Or am I gonna cut them open? Maybe I'll do like a mixture of both because inside of here, I'm pretty sure it's just air dry clay, just like the one we just did. I feel like it would have a similar result. So I definitely wanna mix some of them in on their own. I guess I'll just plop them up. I don't know. I want this to look like aesthetic. You know, like all of those beautiful aesthetic TikTok slime videos. I want this to look like that, okay? Which honestly, that looks pretty cute. Am I crazy? Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. Imagine, welcome to my ASMR channel. Watch this. I just break my wrist. ASMR. Beautiful. Oh, this feels so nice. But you just know that this isn't gonna fully incorporate into the slime. Wow, that's actually beautiful. This is why I love clear slime so much, because it's like you can add almost anything to it and it's still gonna be pretty, just because it's clear slime. It's just one of the most beautiful things on earth is clear slime, I think. But I do want to open one of these up and see what happens if we put the innards into the slime. So don't worry, I have my safety scissors. This is what is inside of these little squares. Ooh, it's sticky. This is literally like the exact same thing as the air dry clay we just used. I swear, this is the exact same product. So maybe if I just add one in there, it'll be interesting. I've never seen anyone add a stress toy into slime before. It seems like a kind of a niche and original idea that maybe only I have ever had. Have you ever thought about that? How like, there might not be a single thought ever that's ever existed that you've had for the first time. Right now, I'm thinking about Ronald McDonald barefoot on the moon. And I guarantee someone has a picture of that somewhere. Like, you know what I mean? What do you mean you feel crazy when your job is to talk to yourself all day? Do you ever think about that? There's no one else in this room with me. I'm recording this video alone. And all my videos, I record them alone. I don't have like a team. It's just me and the wall. And Benji's not even here right now. This is my stress ball, well, stress square slime. Honestly, I think it looks really good with the like streaks of white in here. And it's a very interesting slime. Ooh, that was good ASMR. That was way better than the last one. I actually really like that. And this is like unique. Plus when you rip them out, they're still stress squares. You could just remove this from here and then have your stress square back. I actually think this is a much better idea than I originally went with. At first I was just grabbing random stuff that I thought could work because I wanted a second use for it. But like, I actually think this is my favorite slime we've done so far. It looks cool. It's unique. It has like extra added features inside. The ASMR was good. It's fun to play with. 10 out of 10? Comment down below if you agree, but I feel like it's cute, right? And these aren't falling out like the rocks. The next thing we're about to add into slime has been known to melt slime. So this video might be going downhill, but we're about to find out. Kinetic sand has been known for ages to melt slime. Now, when I first got into slime, I used to think the way that you made cloud slime was by putting kinetic sand inside of your slime, because if you look closely, you can see falling texture. I don't know what you'd call it exactly, but the way that the kinetic sand falls looks a lot like the way that cloud slime falls. So I remember distinctly, before I ever did any sort of professional slime work, I attempted to add kinetic sand into my slime because I originally wanted to start my own slime company called Princess Slimes all the way back in 2017, I believe. I had a Shopify and everything. Like, this was a thing for me, you guys. So basically exactly what I'm about to do is, you'll see what happened. I was so disappointed because back then I was having a tough year, let's say, and I spent like my entire paycheck, which, you know, I shouldn't have, but I spent my entire paycheck on slime supplies because I really thought I was gonna open a slime business on like kinetic sand and stuff to make slime. And then this is basically what happened. So imagine you just spent your entire paycheck as a 20-year-old on slime supplies, and you go to mix it together because you want to sell it at your brand new slime shop, and this starts happening to you. And you're just like, oh, right. Okay, this is all the research I've done. If one thing you're gonna know about me is if I did research, things would go better most of the time. And a lot of the time when I fail at everything, like my squishy videos, if I did my research, those things probably wouldn't happen. Anyways, if you look it up, there is internet lore on what happens if you put kinetic sand into slime, but I obviously didn't do that because I thought that I knew everything. Right now, my slime doesn't seem to be being melted. I'm sure it depends on what sort of slime you put the kinetic sand into, and also what your ratio of kinetic sand to slime is. So I'm just gonna put the rest of this in here, oopsie, because honestly, right here, this feels like a perfectly high quality sand slime. This doesn't feel like it's falling apart, but also this is like a different kind of kinetic sand. This kinetic sand, obviously, as you can see, just looks like normal sand. It's like not colorful and cute, so the ingredients might actually be different. I'm not sure, but maybe it's like sand mixed with kinetic sand. I don't know. So it definitely looks like my sand, my slime isn't melting. It seems to be actually sticking together pretty solidly. And it looks kind of beautiful, I'm not gonna lie. It looks like a high quality sand slime. Look at how stretchy this is. Ooh, pretty good bubble too. That's like the best bubble we've had today. Okay, kinetic sand, you're proving us all wrong. Let's see how the ASMR is. No way this is the best slime we've made today. Okay, so here is our finished kinetic sand slime. The texture feels amazing. This is like, I could have bought this slime and been happy with it. Like 10 out of 10. All of the slimes I feel like I made today have been pretty high quality, but I have something important I need to show you guys before we finish this. My bucket of Orbeez. Originally, I brought out my bucket of Orbeez because I wanted them to be my final thing that I put into my slime for my too many ingredients into slime video, which I'm doing right now and you're watching right now on youtube.com. But all of the excess slimes that I made, I just plopped them into this bucket of Orbeez because I didn't have anywhere else to put them, and I obviously don't want them to touch my carpet because slime and carpet does not mix very well. So instead of just getting out a brand new clear slime and mixing it with these Orbeez, I want to show you guys what happens when you actually try to mix slime with Orbeez, because this slime is like covered in Orbeez, right? But now attempt to play with the slime. This is more of an educational moment. because those Orbeez are just going to immediately fall out. Hey, I'm trying to prove a point. Can you fall out, please? Thank you. So I wanted this to be our like final ingredient to add, but honestly, it seemed like it was gonna be kind of a waste of time because like, as you can see, not only does it sort of deactivate your slime, it really just falls right out of your slime. So if you've ever thought about mixing your slime with Orbeez, honestly, I don't suggest it. It's not a very good mix. Orbeez are water-based, and if you guys know anything about slime, it can be very difficult to get your slime to incorporate with water. For example, if you're trying to make a water slime, which I've done so many times and I've almost always failed. So yeah, that is my Orbeez slime experiment. I'm actually gonna leave this slime in here to let it sit, and I'm gonna see what happens in like a week. So comment down below the shrimp emoji if you wanna see what this slime looks like after a week of sitting in here. Also, shout out to my Anna and Aaron sticky roll here. These are not gonna be available in Walmart for much longer, so if you wanna go grab them, go to annaandaaron.com or stickyrolls.com to see where near you they are available, because these are limited edition bracelets. So if you don't get them while they're out, you won't get them at all, which would be very sad. Well, I honestly feel like I made some pretty solid new slimes today. If you want to watch me mix these all together, stay tuned for my next video, or maybe in 2 videos pretty soon. Also, make sure you check out Mushykins if you like Tabba Squishies. My best friends Christian and Anna and I own this company together, and we're going to launch super soon, so all of your support means a lot to us right now. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and please subscribe, and I will see you another day, another time, I don't know when. Goodbye.